So we've seen that one of the commonalities between China and Russia is that socialism takes off in the countryside rather in the cities, as Marx would have predicted. In the Soviet Union, or what would become the Soviet Union in 1917, peasants rise up, they seize land from landowners, and Bolsheviks, without any control of the countryside, accept those actions and, in a nice spin, praise them as being very revolutionary. In China, from 1949 to 1952, the Communist Party organized the breaking up of large land holdings after their victories against Chiang Kai-shek. These are the events that precipitated this were known as the Speak Bitterness Meeting, and teams of pretty poorly and quickly trained party members went into the countryside and encouraged peasants to publicly denounce the landowners. What ended up happening is something very similar to the Great Fear in the French Revolution, where here somewhere between 1 and 2 million landlords were pulled out of their houses and killed as a result. While the Chinese Communist Party had a base in the peasantry, the Soviets really didn't. And Stalin forced the peasantry into what we call collectivized farming, so forcing them into kind of large agribusinesses. This happens between 1928 and 1933. You can imagine how people would like this. There are massive protests. A lot of people end up slaughtering their livestock rather than giving them to collective farms. Stalin declares war on wealthier peasants, killing some and deporting others. And because party members are from the cities, these people are particularly hated by peasants. And the process of collectivization in the Soviet Union results in large-scale famine where over 5 million people die. Although the Communist Party in China did have a base in peasantry, Chinese civilization was massive, and remodeling it and collectivizing it was a huge undertaking that disrupted economic markets. And combined with administrative chaos and a series of bad weather patterns, the process caused an even larger famine than we see in the Soviet Union, where somewhere between 20 million and 25 million people died between 1959 and 1962. So, not necessarily a very positive or auspicious start in terms of collectivizing farming in either of these areas.